So, so the thing is, how do you look at yourself? If you look at the mirror and you see a disabled person, that is precisely what the other people are going to see. It is good we speak out. It's good we engage the government and organizations like CBM and APDK and Kenya Paraplegic Organization and all these organizations to speak about and advocate issues affecting disabled people. But the change will come from us as individuals. It's how you are treated and your reaction to it which is going to change. I've threatened organizations that I'm going to put them on the cutting edge. I remember one time I went to a hotel and I could not be able to access a 5-star hotel. I could not be able to access the loos, the toilets. And they had to rebuild the toilet again so that a wheelchair can be able to get in. So it's you as a person. It will begin with us as individuals. And how we see ourselves is how we are going to be seen. Thank you.
Just from a stakeholder's point of view.
Yes, to add to what Mr. Karani has said, I think it's also very important that we start to sensitize and make people aware about people living with disabilities from childhood. And as a stakeholder in the education, I think children do not have the same kind of prejudices and discrimination adults have. And so the earlier we expose, make them aware that some of us in this society are living with disability, the greater appreciation they have. But sometimes if we wait until adulthood to try to sensitize society, we find people's minds are already formed and have some of the stigma and start attributing it to things that we know are not true. So my suggestion, recommendation is approach schools, religious institutions, all sorts of social organizations, and let us make the sensitization and awareness start with the young children who don't bear the same prejudices that we do as adults.
Thank you very much. In view of time, I would like to call Rada to just give us a very short presentation, and thereafter we'll have a very short interlude with Twende Kasi campaign. I'm very sure you are aware that last week we did launch a Twende Kasi, which is also advocacy for inclusion of children with disabilities as far as aspects of education is concerned. So it's a bit in the media now. I'm very sure that you could join us to really pass that message and create that awareness. So Reda, please welcome.
just as Radar is preparing, I'm aware that Mr. Okello and Mr. Cunha would like to leave at this stage, and so I'd just like us to thank them for taking some time to share with us and to be with us this morning. And as we now go to the formal part of the program, the practical part, when it comes to preparing our CV, what does the Kenyan job market, how can we handle an interview when we are presented with the opportunity? We'll allow them to leave us so that we can now go into class. So thank you very much, and let's appreciate their presence with us today. Asante sana.
Okay, so my name is Nilifer, and this is my colleague Marlene with me. We're from Radar Recruitment. We just want to say thank you to CBM for giving us the opportunity to be here, and also to all the speakers today. They've been very inspirational, not only for just people living with disabilities, but also all the rest of us. So we're just going to start off our presentation with just a short introduction about Radar, and then we'll go into the more specifics about CV writing. So, yeah.
Before we ever reach your business, who were you? Why would you?
Okay, so we're going to start off with a short introduction to Radar Recruitment. It was set up in June 2004 in Tanzania, and it was one of the first recruitment agencies over there. We've been the leading professional recruitment consultants in Tanzania, and Radar works in all industry sectors, NGOs, banking, telecoms, yeah. We opened up a Kenya office just over a year ago in 2011, and we have a database of over 50,000 candidates from all nationalities. That's Tanzanians, Kenyans, and also other nationalities. And it's a free service for candidates. We don't charge any of our candidates any kind of a fee. Radar Recruitment is part of the Radar Group. The group includes Radar Recruitment, Radar Training, Radar Education, and Radar Development. So just a short introduction to Radar Development. Radar Development was established in 2008 in Tanzania and partnered with CCBRT, which is the community Comprehensive Community-Based Rehabilitation Hospital in Tanzania, and CBM. We have over 4 years experience in disability recruitment, and we have a database of over 1,100 candidates registered with us. These are candidates with some form of a disability, and we found jobs for over 140 of those candidates. We carry out disability inclusion training for our clients also, so our focus is not just on the candidates but also on our clients. And just a short introductory video to Radar Development.
before we ever reach your business, we word you. Like pushing forward to the top posting. Which are wonderful to be. Standing out as individuals, sharpening our talents. All we ask is a chance to do what we've done every day of our lives. We have the ability, and we're putting it to work with some of the best companies. What qualities do you look for in an employee? Determination, courage, commitment, loyalty, and disability is just one more challenge that we want to overcome. To learn more about the strength we bring to them and what we can do for your company at radardevelopment.com.
Okay, disability recruitment in Kenya. Just a little bit about disability recruitment here in Kenya. No person shall deny a person with a disability access to opportunities from sustainable employment. This is from the Kenya. Marlene, do you know where it's from? Okay, this is a law for disabled people. And another law is a reservation of 5% employment for persons with disabilities. So this means in the workforce, 5% of all jobs are reserved for people with disabilities. Also, people with disabilities have access, have special tax exemptions. Okay, about radar recruitment and disability. We found that many of our clients are actually very interested in recruiting people with disabilities, and they want candidates to be suitably qualified. So if you're suitably qualified for a specific job and you do have a disability, don't shy away from it. Clients are very open to that. And radar recruitment, we try and play a role in this. We try to promote people with disabilities in Kenya. Okay. So we've set up an email account, inclusive@radarrecruitment.com. We'd like people to email their CVs to us, and we'll include them in our database. So make a note of this email address. Just some information to send in the email to us. Attach your current CV in PDF or Word format, your areas of interest, what your salary expectations are, your current employment status, if you're currently employed or not, and also if you have a notice period, if you're currently working somewhere and you have to serve a notice period before you can move on to your next job, please let us know. And also please let us know what kind of a disability you have. Please note this information is just for radar recruitment, just so we have a better idea of what kind of opportunities would be suitable for you. And just about radar, again, we're in Kenya in Eden Square Complex in Westland. In Tanzania, our office is in Barclays House on the 5th floor on Ohio Street. It's in downtown Dar es Salaam. And in Uganda, we're in Rwenzori Towers in Kampala. So we have offices in these 3 East African countries. Okay, and now my colleague Marlene will talk more specifically about CV writing.
Thank you, Nelefa. Good morning, everybody. Now, we will have to do an exercise, very difficult one, how to do a CV. So I don't know if you already done your CV and how was your experience. But we will try today to help you and to give you some advice. So I will start with general thing about a CV. So Your CV needs to be a reflection of you. Need to be you. It is the most important document you will ever write. Very, very, very important. Be careful what you write, as you can be asked about anything on your CV. Don't lie. Please don't lie. Your CV should not have any typos. Make sure you spell check the document. Yeah, because it's very serious. And if you make a mistake, you can be disqualified. Your CV should be in either MS format or PDF format. Don't write your CV on Excel. It's not good. Word version or PDF is the best. When you send your CV to a recruitment agency, it's better to send it in a Word format because we will be able to just remove your contact. Okay? So now, do not scan your CV. Yes, it's also very, very important because when you scan your CV, we will receive a very low version of your CV. It's not very clear sometimes. Do not lie on your CV. As I told you, if you do and you're found out, no one will employ you. Because if you start lying on your CV, that means you will maybe lie during your position, and it's not good. A CV needs to be accurate, up to date, and enable the reader to understand and appreciate the skills, experience, and qualification you have to offer a prospective employer. And do not mislead the reader. It's very important. So, now I have some questions. Do you think the CV should contain all previous jobs together with the detail of my skills and experience? What do you think? Should we have to put everything on your CV all your life? No. So, yes? Okay, okay. No, you don't have to put everything on your CV. Please, don't do that. Don't do a book for a CV. Okay? You just have to put your very important experience. For example, if you're an intern, you can talk about your internship, is okay. But if you have like 10 years experience, you don't have to put your experience as an intern. You just have to put the very relevant experience when you're very, very qualified and you have a lot of experience. Of course, when you're just a student and you start in life, you will put more detail about your internship because you never had another position before. Okay, you need to adjust. Okay? Now, the more information I include on my CV, the better. What do you think about that? The more information I put on my CV is better. No, no, you don't have to talk about your family, for example. Some people put the name of their daughter and the name of their